There are 3 Americans and 3 Russians working on the International Space Station. But a nuclear war is brewing in the world, and the authorities have given orders to kill the opponents.
I want you to keep everyone away from the windows.
The creation of the International Space Station served as a symbol of cooperation between the US and Russia after the end of the Cold War. The ISS is used primarily as a research center. Soyuz rocket, our days. 2 astronauts, Kira and Christian, make it to the I.S.S. Everything goes smoothly. While they are being docked, Christian tells that this toy was given to him by his youngest daughter. The hatch opens, and all the crew members welcome the new addition. Among them, Gordon, Veronica, Nikolai, and Alexei. The first thing they do is take a picture together. Veronica has been on the station for 50 days, because of which she gives some advice on how to behave better in weightlessness. Gordon asks to follow him. He will show where Kira will live. Each astronaut chooses how he likes to sleep. Gordon asks to start sleeping in a bag. The internet is practically useless, which makes it a challenge to get in touch with family. The vault is completely communal, but if she's afraid someone's gonna drink from her mug, this key can lock the drawer. Kira's job is to study mice in 0 gravity. Her partner will be Alexei. To keep their muscles in good condition, everyone is required to work out on exercise machines. In the evenings, everyone gathers in the common room. Everyone talks about all the things they love about planet Earth and how much they want to go home. Kira's first visit to the ISS has taken her to a special compartment where you can see the whole of the Earth. Only 500 people were in that room. A new day begins. Kira wakes up and feels scared. Veronica notices this and tells Kira not to worry. On the first day, everyone is afraid of something. But what Kira can't understand, why Christian is sleeping without a bag. After a couple more hours, the work shift starts. All the computers have lost connection for some reason. Kira decides to take another look at the ground, and all hell breaks loose before her eyes. There are explosions everywhere. Kyer thinks she's imagining things and asks the other people to come to her. They assume it's a volcanic eruption, but then why are there so many of them? Nikolai tries to contact headquarters, but no one answers. The internet is completely gone. Everyone is very frightened. Veronica even offers to drink some vodka. Gordon receives a message classified as secret. Nikolai notices the sound and asks what he was answered, but Gordon pretends it's just a sound. There has been an act of aggression between the US and Russia. Other countries are being investigated for involvement. All US citizens on board are required to cease all experiments. Their new mission is to capture the ISS at all costs. Gordon tries to ask why they would do that, but that's when the power goes out. After a few seconds, though, everything is restored. Gordon gathers his American comrades and tells them about the messages. Christian suggests the power's gone out because of residual warhead impulse. Communications should be back up in 24 hours. Perhaps they'll get new messages. In the meantime, Veronica is trying to repair the station. Internal thrust is gone. The people from Earth must send supplies, or the station will be destroyed in 24 hours. Alexei suggests to use the Alliance and get closer to the surface. Perhaps the communications will strengthen, and they will be able to ask for help. The communication antenna on the ISS also out of order. They'll have to go into outer space and repair it manually. That man will be Gordon. He kisses Veronica goodbye when the Russians aren't around. Christian wonders why the Russians haven't volunteered to fix the antenna. This seems very strange. However, Gordon trusts Veronica. A couple minutes later, he goes into space. A planet engulfed in flames appears before his eyes. He asks Kira to keep the other astronauts away from the windows. They mustn't see what's happening to the planet. Then Gordon checks the pressure in the suit and lowers it a little. To keep him from being pulled into space, he straps himself to the ship's skin and slowly toward the antenna. At this time, Christian meets Alexei. Alexei tells him that he feels sick and cannot leave the toilet. When Alexei re-enters the bathroom, Christian watches the door. But as soon as Christian leaves, Alexei starts to peek out. Kira asks how long Gordon and Veronica have been dating. Gordon tells her that he saw her for the first time already on the MX station. At this time, Alexei takes a wire cutter and is about to cut the wire. Gordon fixes the equipment against the background of the burning planet. Alexei struggles with his emotions. Gordon has become a friend to him, but completing the mission comes first. The connection between Kira and Gordon is momentarily severed. Gordon tries to reach the railing, but the length of the safety rope is insufficient. He has to disconnect the harness and jump to the railing. Christian runs to check the wiring but does not find any breakage. Nikolai has access to the video surveillance cameras outside. He will activate the mobile system. Gordon examined the communication sensor. It looks perfectly normal. The antenna can't be broken. Gordon screams that they've been lied to and tries to get back aboard the ISS. But Nikolai, with a pained look on his face, knocks Gordon down. Christian notices Gordon flying next to the MX. The girls run into the compartment and pull out an empty lifeline. Kira wants to go into space and find out what happened, but Christian asks her not to. If he is the only American on board, he will be killed immediately. At the same time, Veronica comes to Alexei and Nikolai. He tells them that they were given the order to capture the MX by any means. The girl is amazed at what she hears, but Nikolai realizes that the Americans were given the same order. Veronica still wants to save Gordon, or an agonizing death from suffocation will await him. But Alexei and Nikolai refuse. Christian is sure the Russians have received similar orders. The two of them need to stay together. Their conversation is interrupted by Veronica and asks Kira to step aside to talk. Christian hints to Kira about their conversation, but Kira asks Christian to leave anyway. Veronica wants to tell the information that Kira has to keep secret. She can't trust anyone else but Kira anymore. Maybe in a couple hours they'll be dead, maybe not. But before that happens, them's something we need to do. Exchange private keys to the vault. Kira's asking why she's doing this. Veronica is going to open one American box, but she can't say exactly how. Kira checks the key and pretends it's missing. Veronica then asks directly if the American government ordered them to kill them. Kira denies it. Veronica reveals that Kira isn't the only bioengineer on board. Alexei is busy developing a cure for radiation sickness. Given what's going on, it's the most valuable thing they have on board. If there really is a war going on down there, whoever has the cure for radiation sickness will automatically win. Kira has to be told about the order. Veronica admits that the Russians have a similar order. It was Nikolai and Alexei who killed Gordon. Veronica is going to distract them, but to do that, she needs the American key. In the meantime, Kira will open Alexei's vault. There are notes and a sample marked with a red label. Kira will then fly with the samples to the Union Station. I.S.S is doomed. The station will soon burn up in the atmosphere, but Kira can still save humanity. The girls exchange keys and begin to execute the plan. Veronica takes the soldering station and turns on the gas supply. Nikolai notices her. He asks Veronica not to do that. There's pure oxygen in those pipes. The whole station could explode. Then he calls Alexei for help. Veronica orders him to stay back. At the same time, Kira takes the samples with the red lid and asks Kristan to take the radiation sickness cure from Bay Zero. But Kristan replies that there is no such thing as Bay Zero, which means Veronica lied. Her main goal is to destroy the MX. Suddenly, Christian comes from behind and knocks Veronica out. Christian is then going to hide in the garbage dumpster and wait for the comms to return. Kira wants to help Veronica, but Christian is sure she won't survive. He felt her skull crack, but he had no other choice. Nikolai wants to kill the antagonists and avenge his friend. Alexei reminds him that they killed their friend as well. But for Nikolai, it's more than just following orders. It's a duty. Nikolai takes the screwdriver and goes out hunting. At this time, the world is even more engulfed in flames. Alexei notices a still alive Gordon, who has managed to cling to the station. Alexei moves the coupler to Gordon, thus saving him. Nikolai guesses that the Americans may be hiding in the garbage. Kristisan throws the cube, and Nikolai walks away at the sound. Kira tries to re-hide, but accidentally bumps into Alexei, but he helps her hide. Alexa then asks Nikolai to stop. A fight starts, but Gordon comes to the rescue. He is informed that Veronica is gone. Gordon becomes enraged and plans to kill Nikolai. They inflict fatal injuries on each other. 2 Americans and 1 Russian are left alive. The I.S.S has approached a dangerous altitude. Walking down the corridor, Kira notices a cipher, Node 0, which means Veronica wasn't lying. She asks Christian why he lied. Turns out he's already taken the images and prepped the spacesuit. The oxygen supply is shutting down. She goes to the guys to tell them about the problem and notices that Christian has a knife. Kira prompts Alexei that the air supply is no longer flowing. Kira takes the can and knocks it 3 times. Alexei notices this, then asks him to give her the knife to make a sandwich. He doesn't want to give her the knife at first, but gives it to her nonetheless. Christian wants Alexei out of the compartment for 1 minute. Kira realizes perfectly well that Christian is a traitor and tells Alexei the phrase they say when they arrive on the ISS. Alexei turns around and stays in the kitchen. Christian admits that he's the one who stopped the life support system, but he knows how to fix it. Alexei replies that he knows how to fix it too. Christian grabs a knife and tries to kill Kira, but Alexei saves the girl. Kira wraps a rope around her neck, and they kill Christian together. After medical attention, Alexei fixes the life support system. After a while, communications are restored. American and Russian authorities inquire about the mission. The duo board the Union station and begin their descent back to Earth without responding to orders from their commanders. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your comment. See you very soon. Bye.